SC Academy live platform or the SC Academy, we launched the series of science lecture from class 7 CBSE और NCERT syllabus. हमने हीट का चैप्टर स्टार्ट किया था जो कि 7वीं का है CBSE बोर्ड का. सेवरल लेक्चर्स हमने यहाँ पे आपको अपलोड किए हैं, बहुत सारे, मोस्ट ऑफ द लेक्चर्स 10 to 11 lectures are to be uploaded on the SCA Academy live platform. इसके ऊपर हमने लगाए. Today we discuss about the heat chapter and some concepts are related with this. In a previous lecture, just we have to revise what we done in a previous lecture. We done a previous lecture. The most important concept is that one is the conduction. One is the conduction. Another one is we start with the convection. This is the conduction. And in a liquid state, we start with the convection. These are the two important concepts we are discussed in previous lecture. First, conduction. Second, convection. And third one is the conduction, convection and radiation. We discussed earlier this. These are the three methods. From that we can transfer the heat energy, or the object can transfer the heat energy from hot object to cold object or hot particles to cold particles. This is the transformation of energy from one place to another place. And what are the ways, or what are the ways from that heat energy can transfer? The heat energy can transfer with the conduction, heat energy can transfer with the convection, and heat energy can transfer with the radiation. We already discussed this. Next, this is also discussed in a lecture hour. Okay. This page we have to read line by line what are the mentioned in your textbook, what are the lines are mentioned in a textbook. So read first of all line by line what are the mentioned in this paragraph. The people living in the coastal areas, coastal areas mean sea, at the sea places where is the sea is found. Coastal areas experience an interesting phenomena during the daytime. The land get heated faster. During the daytime, at the day time, land heated faster. Land heated faster during the daytime. Why? Because there is a sun. Sun is the source of heat energy. Sun is the source of heat energy. Sun is the important and only one source are present on the earth, or the heat energy or the energy are come on the earth are due to the presence of the sun. It is a very important part of our solar system called as the sun, which emits the light rays or come from the sun. It consists of the energy. That energy we can call as the heat energy. When these heat energy fall on the land at daytime, when these energy fall on the land during the daytime, land heat up. Land क्या होगी, थोड़ी सी heat up होगी, गर्म हो, due to the coming of sun rays are come from the sun. Okay, faster than water. Water से fast जल्दी होगी. Okay, the air over the land become hotter and rise up. This is again another phenomenon. Sun. This is the part of land. When the sun rays are come on the land, land heat up. It means that on the atmosphere or above the land, there must be a small particles present is there. Some particles are present. We can call that as the air particles. Which particle? Air के particles होंगे sir. On the land, just above the land, there is an atmosphere, and that atmosphere contains the small particles of the atmosphere because our atmosphere as a homogeneous mixture, we can say that because atmosphere consists of the several types of gases, the dust particles is there, other particles are present in the air. So the particles are present above the land. When the sun rays are come, the land is heat up. Land is heat up. Above that particles present on that land, they absorb the heat energy from the land. Land से वो क्या कर रहे हैं? Heat energy absorb कर रहे हैं. These particles are absorbing the light or absorbing the heat energy from the land. They heat up. They rise up their level. Their level should be rise up, because when the air particles get heated, their density is very low. Due to that, they rise their level, go into upward direction, that are mentioned here, rise up. जैसे ही पार्टिकल्स ने हीट एनर्जी एब्जॉर्ब कर ली, कहां चले गए? ऊपर की लेयर में चले गए. द कूलर एयर फ्रॉम द सी rushes into downward, the land take its place. Okay, the cooler air from the sea, less carefully. For example, this is the land part and this is the part of the sea. Here is the sea. Sea consists in a daytime, sea are cool. समुद्र कैसा होता है? थोड़ा डे टाइम में ठंडा होता है. ड्यू टू दैट, when the land, the particles getting the heat energy, they rise up their level. After that, in a daytime, the air present on the sea के ऊपर जो भी एयर प्रेजेंट होगी, that air or that particles are cool. वो कैसे होंगे? कूलर होंगे, ठंडे होंगे. ड्यू टू दैट, ये पार्टिकल जैसे ही ऊपर चले जाएंगे, these air particles are come in the place of these particles. ये जो पार्टिकल यहां से उन्होंने हीट एनर्जी एब्जॉर्ब कर ली थी, they rise up their level. After that, the particles are present in air are come from the sea. sea से जो भी पार्टिकल्स, एयर के पार्टिकल, जो भी एयर आ रही है, इट्स बिकम अ कूल. वो एयर कैसी होगी? ठंडी होगी, कूल होगी. क्यों कूल होगी? बिकॉज द पार्टिकल्स इज प्रेजेंट देयर, दे have a less amount of energy, because sea at the day time are cooler. कैसा होता है? कूलर होता है, ठंडा होता है at day time. Due to that, these particles getting the heat energy rise up their level. Here is the empty space. That empty space should be filled by the air present on the sea. sea के ऊपर जो भी air present होगी, वो इनकी जगह लेगी. Okay. After that, these particles get up more amount of heat energy and rise up their level. After that, again cool air is come. So this is the cycle. This is the complete cycle. When the particles get up the heat energy from the land, they rise up their level. After that, they cool it down, and this air or this sea contains the cooler air, take place this. And this convection, this is the convection. By due to that, we learn that what is in my convection. Convection are the transfer of the heat energy. This is a phenomena of a transfer of the heat energy from one particle to another particles. जैसे यहाँ पे hot particles say they rise up their level. After that, here is the empty space, because the particles getting the heat energy, they rise up their level. After that, here is the space is empty. This empty space are filled by another air. This empty space are filled by another air, which are come from the sea. That air is a cool. After take this place, land is heat up. Again particles absorb the heat energy, rise up their level, again cool down. These phenomena are continuous. Called as the convection. And the heat energy are transferred by land, because it's heat up. So we can call it as the land breeze. हम इनको क्या कहते हैं? The warmer air from the land move towards the sea, complete the cycle. This cycle is completed. The air from the sea is called as the sea breeze. sea से जो air आ रही है called as the sea breeze, which is the polar. to receive the polar sea breeze. The windows of the houses in a coastal area are made to face the sea at night. Is exactly the reverse. The water cools down more slowly than the land, so it cool air from the land moves toward the sea. This is called as the land. ये एक कनेक्शन कैसा होता है? रिवर्स होता है. क्या होगा? रिवर्स. Convection should be reverse. During daytime, land is heat up. During daytime, sea are cold. At night पे क्या होगा? The lands are cool. Land कैसी होगी? ठंडी होगी as compared to the other. Because there is no sunlight. There is no sunlight, due to that the lands are cool, and above the lands particles are also the cool, due to the there is absence of sunlight. But when you talk about the sea at night sea are hot. At night sea कैसा होता है? Hot. At night sea is a hot, land is a cool. After that the heat or the breeze or the air are come from the sea, because these the hot air is there, rise up their level, and land become cooler, they take place the position of that particles. This cycle is reverse during the night time. डे टाइम में यहां से जा रहे थे ब्रीज, नाइट टाइम में इसका क्या होगा? रिवर्स, बिकॉज इन नाइट टाइम सी become hotter, and due to that the particles present or the air present on the sea at night are hotter, rise up their level at night, so the breeze are come from the sea called as the sea breeze, and the land breeze. यहां से कन्वेक्शन कैसा हो रहा है? रिवर्स हो रहा है, चेंज हो रहा है. ओके, लैंड ब्रीज. When we come out in the sun, we feel warm. How does the heat from the sun reach us? Cannot reach us by the conduction or convection. I again told that. Conduction and convection. जो सन से हमारे पास हीट आ रही है, the heat are come from the sun, are not transferred by the conduction method or the convection method. So the heat energy, how the heat energy transfer from sun to us? सन से जो हीट एनर्जी हमारे तरफ कैसी आ रही? What is the mechanism behind that? कि सन से जो हीट एनर्जी अर्थ के ऊपर आती है, not by the conduction, not by the convection. So how? So it only by the radiation की मदद से. Because when the light rays or the sun rays are come from the sun, there is no medium, because sun are present in the solar system. In a vacuum, there is a space. In that space, there is a vacuum. There is no particles to transfer the heat energy from one particles to another particles. There is no medium. So how the light energy are transferred? The light energy are transferred with the help of radiation only. With the help of radiation only. As there is a no medium such air, most of the part space between the earth and the sun, empty space is there. So how the heat energy are transferred? From the sun, heat comes to us by the another process known as radiation. Which process is there? Radiation is there. सन से हमारे पास जो हीट एनर्जी आ रही है, ड्यू टू द फिनोमिना और ड्यू टू द मैकेनिज्म कॉल्ड एज द radiation. The transfer of heat by the radiation does not require a medium. जैसे हीट एनर्जी ट्रांसफर हो रही है फ्रॉम द सन, इट डजंट रिक्वायर एनी मीडियम की जरूरत नहीं होगी. लेकिन अगर कंडक्शन है, कन्वेक्शन है, दे रिक्वायर द मीडियम. अगर कंडक्शन की बात करेंगे, जस्ट रिवाइज, कंडक्शन अगर होता है, इट इज रिक्वायर द मीडियम, इट रिक्वायर द सॉलिड मीडियम, because conduction are take place only the solid materials, as like iron, as like aluminum, as like a copper. They can conduct the heat from one point to another point. We talk about the convection. In a convection phenomena are related with the liquid substances, as like a water, as like a other fluids, as like a air. We talk about the convection. There is also the medium. That medium also liquid can be gas also. Liquid भी हो सकता है, gases भी हो सकता है. Gases की अगर बात करेंगे तो वहां पे particles होंगे. That particles absorb the energy and transfer to another particles. and energy and transfer from one particles to another particles in a convection. But in a radiation, we talk about the radiation, there is no such type of medium like a solid, as like a gas, as like a liquid. There is no medium. So how the energy are transferred? The energy are transferred with the help of process named as the radiation. There is no medium. It doesn't require any medium. Which process? Radiation. It can take place whether the medium is present or not. When we sit in a front of the room heater, we get heat by this process. हीटर के सामने बैठे, जैसे हमने कोई लकड़ी का एक बड़ा सा टुकड़ा समझो, उसको अगर हमने फायर प्रोड्यूस कर लिया, वो फायर हो गया, आफ्टर दैट वी कैन टेक द हीट एनर्जी फ्रॉम लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस आल्सो. दूर से हम हीट की एनर्जी एब्सॉर्ब कर सकते हैं बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ रेडिएशन ओनली. अवे फ्रॉम द फ्लेम cools down as a transfer the heat energy to surroundings by the radiation. Our body to give the heat surroundings and receive the heat from the radiation. Also hot bodies radiate heat. When this heat fall on some object, a part of is reflected, a part is absorbed, a part of may be transmitted. The temperature of the object increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. Heat energy can be lose or gain by the process of radiation. For example, we take the hot cup of tea kept on a table for a while, for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. After that, the tea is cooled down. Why it is cooled down? Because it contains a lot amount of heat energy in that. After some time, it loses its energy to the surrounding. Heat energy are transferred to the surrounding by the process of radiation. Radiation से transfer हो रही है, radiation से gain हो रही है. These are the examples of how the heat energy are transferred by the process of radiation. Understand? After that, okay. This is the hot, yes. This is the hot air. This is the cool air. Hot air come from the sea. Sea से hot air आ रही है. It means it's the night time. कौन सा time है? Night. This is the flow of the air, arc क्रम. Hot से cool की तरफ जा रही है, cool से फिर से कहाँ आ रही है? Hot की तरफ आ रही है. This is the transfer of the heat energy by the process of convection. Because there is a medium. That medium is called as the air medium. Air particles is there which absorb the heat energy. Called as the convection. Are you advised to use the umbrella when go out in the sun? Are you advised to use an umbrella when you go out in the sun? Yes. हीट एनर्जी अब्सॉर्ब हो सकती है, उससे हमें गर्मी महसूस हो सकती है, हमारे बॉडी का टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो सकता है बाय एब्सॉर्बिंग द हीट एनर्जी फ्रॉम द सन. जैसी बॉडी हमारी हीटअप होगी, आफ्टर दैट आवर बॉडी रिलीज सम स्वेट्स टू कूल डाउन द आवर बॉडी. बॉडी को कूल डाउन करने के लिए स्वेट्स बाहर आता है, जिससे बॉडी हमारी फिर से क्या होती है? कूल डाउन. टू अवॉइड दिस वी हैव टू यूज द umbrella which prevent the sun rays are come from the sun or also prevent the heat energy are come from the sun. After that, 4.5 kinds of clothes we wear in a summer and winter. Which type of clothes we have to wear in a summer and winter? This is also the nice concepts. According to this, what type of the clothes are to wear in a season, as rainy season, as winter season and summer season? You know that in summer we prefer light colored clothes and in winter we usually wear the dark colored clothes. Why it's so? Let's find out. देखें, light colored clothes we wear in a summer season और usually dark colored clothes in a winter. Winter में हम dark color के clothes पहनते हैं, summer में light color के clothes हम पहनते हैं. Why? क्यों? इसका आंसर ढूंढेंगे हम. क्या है? Take two identical tin cans, paint the outer surface of one black and of the other is white. दो हमने कंटेनर लिए हैं, छोटे से कैन लिए हैं, as like this can is there. एक को हमने व्हाइट से कोट किया है, व्हाइट से किया है, दूसरे को ब्लैक से. एक को व्हाइट से किया, दूसरे को ब्लैक से. Pour equal amount of water in each and leave them in the midday sun of about an hour. Measure the temperature of water in both the cans
do you find any differences in the temperatures? While black and another one is a white. There are two cans. One is a black, another is a white. Black can and white can. Black which absorb the more amount of heat energy. Black cloths, black जो color है, which can absorb the more amount of heat energy. Due to that, the container or the can which we coat the black color, the temperature increases. While white color जो can है हमारे पास white color का, it's reflect the light energy. It's reflect the sun rays are come from the sun से जो भी light rays आएंगे उसको क्या करेंगे, ऐसे आने के बाद reflect करेंगे. There is a less amount of heat energy. This can consume the less amount of heat energy. Due to that, white colored can, the temperature of that can is less as compared to the black. It is defined. It's a mechanism of the color of the can. अगर black होता है तो amount of energy should be absorbed more as compared to the white, because white color which reflect the light rays or which reflect the heat energy. Light energy अगर reflect होती है, light अगर reflect होता है, due to that less amount of heat energy consumed by the white can as compared to the black can. Hope you understand both the concepts of the color white and black. Black consists of more amount of heat energy, white less. Okay. In the next lecture, we discuss about the which type of clothes we have to wear in a next lecture. Hope you understand all the concepts are related in this chapter. Okay. Thanks.